leaving Flatwoods, Tennessee on Highway 13. Very curvy, but a very beautiful road.
We're in Sweet Genevieve today.
That's right. You'll see some of the hills and the curves on this road is something else to pull a load of logs through here. These loggers around here, we do it all the time.
There's a campground there.
Yeah. Oh, we should see if they need firewood.
Yeah.
Bigfoot out there. You can see how it drops off to a big old valley right there.
And they were crossing right into Wayne County, Tennessee there.
Now we're in Wayne County, Tennessee. Coming down this hill to the Buffalo River, where it crosses 13 again.
We turned our air conditioner on in this thing for the first time this year, I guess.
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah.
Yep, turn the heat off, turn the AC on.
Ooh, this is a big curve.
This is, yeah.
Goodness. My buddy Jamie Richardson, Richardson Mobile Welding, he came over this weekend and straightened up some of the standards on this green trailer I'm pulling. Man, he did a fantastic job. It looks like a brand new trailer now.
Yeah, maybe when we get to the yard, get loaded, I can take y'all back there and show you the welds he did on this trailer.
Winchester, Tennessee. Pick up a load of logs over there. It's going north, so it'll be a nice little drive.
Oh yeah.
We'll be going up tonight and coming back in the morning. Non-stop. Straight through. All the leaves are coming out now.
So pretty. You can see all the different colors of green too. All the trees that are just the new buds on the trees. So beautiful.
We got a new firewood customer this morning.
Yes, we did.
Mr. What's his name?
Mr. Charles Fisher.
Charles Fisher. He moved in from Union City, Tennessee, and he's going to start a barbecue stand here in Perry County. So he's looking for firewood. He was used to using mesquite firewood, and he was trying to decide whether between cherry or hickory. So I think we talked him into using the hickory. So he's gonna start buying hickory from us and start selling barbecue locally here. So we'll be promoting his business a lot here in future videos, and some of his products and whatnot. And we'll probably actually do an interview with Mr. Charles at some point in time on his barbecue. So he'll also be down. So our little town of Linden has a event in the summertime. I don't know what, six, 8 times.
Yes, at least 6 or 7 times, I believe, between Linden, Tennessee, and Lobelville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Both of those towns are in Perry County, so they take turns. One weekend it'll be in Linden, the other weekend it'll be in Lobelville, if I understand correctly.
Yeah, they do a thing called Music on Main, so just different artists come out and play. Well, me and Emily are actually going to be playing 2 events in town, and he'll be down there with his barbecue as well on those events. I think it starts like 6 o'clock in the evening, goes to 8 or 9.
Yeah. So he said he's going to give us a free sampler plate.
Yeah.
So we're excited to try it. Maybe we can film that.
Yeah. And maybe we'll even film us singing. I don't know.
Maybe.
We'll see. I don't know what copyright is and all that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how YouTube would like that.
I don't know. When you start filming songs, music, that's a whole different ballgame. I get a little worried about the copyright stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could look into that a little more. But anyway, we got a busy summer ahead of us. A lot of fun. I just got back from our camping trip last night. good day. Gonna be a good trip. We'll take you along and show you some different sights. But thank you all so much for your support. I think our subscriber count is 1,620 or 30 right now.
Something like that.
So y'all get ready for that 2,000 subscriber giveaway.
Yeah, we've decided what we're going to give away. So we're excited to tell y'all, but we got to get closer.
We'll go for the 2,000, then we'll go to the 3,000.
Yeah, that's right.
Just coming down 13, headed toward Highway 64. That'll take us right over to Fayetteville, and then around Fayetteville over towards where we're picking up the logs. So.
Right here goes over the Buffalo River.
Look at that. Is that a new building?
There's the Buffalo River.
I was thinking, is that a new building?
No, that building I think has been there. That is a Crazy Horse. What do they call it? Crazy Horse Campground or canoe. They do a lot of canoeing. Even right there, you see they do concerts in that field. Yep, Crazy Horse.
Buffalo River Crazy Horse. It's called Crazy Horse.
Yeah. They do a lot of canoe tours and stuff, like an 8 mile, 10 mile. They'll take you in your with their rental canoes up the river, 8 or 10 miles, 4 miles, I suppose you could do, and put you in, and then you float back down to their resort there. Well, look at that beauty sitting there. I don't know whose truck that is. Alright guys, so we were just cruising on down 13, getting close to Waynesboro, and we seen this beauty and we just had to stop. It's got a for sale sign in it.
I want it. I want it.
Is that $379?
Yeah.
Man, she's a beauty. Wow.
I look good in that thing? Dude.
Yeah, but I would probably look better. That looks like a little coffin sleeper on it. Somebody took a lot of pride in that girl. Wow.
I think that would look good in our fleet.
She'd fit right in.
Damn.
Whew. Wonder what year it is. Might say up there on that sign in the windshield.
Whoa. Look at that air ride.
2002 Peterbilt.
C15 cat.
Oh yeah. Man, what a beauty.
Right there and let them read the sign. Have somebody on here might want to buy it.
Yeah.
If I don't beat you to it. Alright, read that there. Take a gander on that.
355 rears, 270, what, restored 270 built?
270 wheelbase.
600,000 miles.
Less than, yeah, that's low miles truck.
I think there's a phone number there too. So if anybody is interested in this girl right here, she's up for grabs. And this is in Wayne County, Tennessee. Waynesboro, Tennessee is where she's sitting.
2002, so it's probably not pre-E-log. That's the only thing that gets me. I love my pre-E-log trucks. But it's got a C15, I don't know. 185,000. Now, a lot of people ask me why I don't go to truck shows and stuff. Well, I'm not big about going to shows anyway. I mean, old trucks. I mean, they're nice. They're work trucks and all that. But what I've noticed, and I don't understand about the truck show thing, and I'm just new to it because I never really even bothered until the last couple of years until I got my trucks, you know, my last 3 especially. I started, you know, following all the truck groups. But these guys going to these shows, these modern truck shows, they get brand new trucks that are brand new off the assembly line, and they go put a little chrome on them, maybe put, you know, 8-inch stacks and do a little this and that. They put those in them truck shows, you know. And I always thought, and that's probably just my misconception, because I'm a, what do I know, I didn't grow up around trucks, but I always thought a truck show was a place where you would take a truck like this, an older truck, 20 plus years old, restore it like it's been restored. That one's not been restored. That's all original there, pretty much. It's a low mileage truck. But for the most part, to me, the art of a truck show was fixing an old truck up like this, restoring it, overhauling the motors, upgrading the hubs, the wheels, putting fenders on it, new paint job, and you know, and that's what I thought a truck show would be. But these guys are getting brand new trucks. I don't know how much they're spending, whatever a new Peterbilt is, 300,000, 250, I don't know. Don't know and don't care. They're taking these trucks, new trucks, taking them in there, putting a little chrome on them, entering them into the show, and say, oh, look at this truck. This is a show truck. This is, you know, I built this truck. Well, it's a brand new truck. I mean, what did you do? Put a little bit of chrome on it, maybe? I mean, but that, yeah.
On it, maybe.
Yeah. And that's, to me, that's so, and then they're getting these big prizes and all this person, you know, it's kind of whoever you are, you know. There's trucks that are actually got some, you know, there's people in there entering trucks that have been rebuilt and just done a phenomenal job. But then some guy that's got a big fleet of trucks, brand new trucks mostly, you know, it's just, and he wins the prize, you know. And like, you win the prize for what? A brand new truck? You win the prize for a truck you probably didn't even cash off. You probably stole the bank for it. And you win the prize over all the other restored trucks, older trucks that are restored. You win a prize for a brand new truck that's never even seen work, that you throw a little chrome on it, and you, oh, this is a show truck. I built this truck. Well, I don't know. It don't make no sense to me. I don't care what them guys do at them truck shows. I'm not in truck shows. I'm just out here. This trucking's not much more than a hobby to me anyway. As long as I can cover my costs and make a little beer money on top of it, really all I care about. I don't care about the truck shows, but that's one reason why I don't even feel the need to enter my trucks in a truck show. I'm not trying to have show trucks. I want a nice truck. I want nice trucks that look like this right here. That's the perfect truck to me. And you know, to me, that's a show truck. That is a beauty right there. Somebody worked hard to restore that truck. It's not brand new. It's an old truck. It's 23 years old, I guess. And, you know, and I've said it before, I'll say it again. These brand new trucks they're coming out with all this DEF, all these electronics, all this stuff that the common man can't even fix. If it goes down, you've got to go take it back to Peterbilt and let them to redo it. You know, and to me, these new trucks are what's wrong with America. That's what's wrong with the world these days. It is a product of what we've become. These old trucks here, these old trucks right here, and anything older than 2000 or 2005, pre-E-Log, pre-DEF trucks, those are the trucks that built America. They're the ones that are out there, and they made a lot of money for a lot of truck owners. They're what America was built on. And these brand new trucks with their All their electronics, their computers, everything in there. I mean, some of these new trucks don't even have mirrors on anymore. They just have cameras. And I don't know. It just, to me, it's a product of what is, it just sums up what's wrong with this country, what it's become. It's not this. Our country used to look like this right here. And now all we got is curb sniffers and plastic. I mean, our new trucks are plastic. The hoods are about this short, and there's, well, I call them curb sniffers. And actually, I noticed some of these new trucks have nostrils right here on the side of the hood. And when the hood closes down, there's a boot that goes over the air filter, the air ducts or whatever, and they actually sniff air through the side of the hood. And they don't have see all this airflow that can go in this big radiator here. That all keeps that big motor cool. Well, these new trucks, they might have a little grill that's a third this size, and I guess that's where all the air is supposed. I don't know how that works. And they got little fans in there, and they sound like a jet engine. You know, and they just sound like they have 1,000 horsepower, but they can barely start off at red lights. So I call them curb sniffers, but there's nobody that can work on those trucks. I mean, they're just full of wires and computers, and I don't know. So, but hey, that's my rant for the day. I'm just old school when it's all said and done. I don't like modern things. I don't like modern trucks. I don't like a lot of modern stuff. Now, when it comes down to my old tractors, I guess, I don't know. I like old and new tractors, but when it comes to my trucks, that's pure class right there. And it is hard enough job. It's a dangerous enough job out here trucking. And a lot of people's like, well, you know what, old Peterbilts, they won't make it cost you more money. Well, you know what? I do this for fun. And I like to turn a little profit, but I'm not strapped down to my trucks. I don't have to make a certain amount to pay for them. I want to have fun. And if I'm going to risk my life day after day out on these roads, trucking, hauling logs, I'm going to look cool while I'm doing it. Otherwise, I'll just sit at home and cut firewood full time. You know, that's how I feel about it. So, is that how you feel about it?
Yes, sir. That's exactly how I feel about it.
Anyway.
I want to show them the welds.
Yeah, rant over, but goodbye, girl. You would look good in my fleet. $185,000 will take it. So, anyway. Jamie Richardson of Richardson Mobile Welding, he fixed my stander. This stander here was bent in, and it's straighter than a whistling Dixie now.
Look at those beautiful welds right there. Even painted over it so it wouldn't get rusty.
Once again, it's an old trailer. It's an old Savannah trailer, but it's straight. Goodness, this trailer's straight. This one was bent out. This stander was bent out. That second stander. And it's just straight as an arrow now. So, I'm pretty happy. Jamie, he's local here in Perry County, and
He builds our firewood racks.
yeah, he builds our firewood racks too. And I highly recommend him. Anybody local watching this channel, look up Richardson Mobile Welding and ask for Jamie. He did this on a Sunday afternoon, and he just so reliable. So wanted to show you that. I'm gonna get back on here and drive on down the road, getting after it. There's a sweet Genevieve here. Once again, she's not a show truck, but she looks pretty nice. I like my old gauges. Love my old toggle switches. I'm just old school. I'm old school, and I'm not ashamed of it. We still run CBs up here. We're just old school trucker. But I'm not saying. I mean, I understand people buying new trucks because the bank ain't going to finance an old truck. A bank ain't not going to finance another truck like was sitting back there. $185,000. A bank's going to value that truck at 50 or 60. And, I buy these older trucks, but I pay cash for them. So, bank never sees it, and because they don't value this stuff like I do. And I understand, but there's a place for brand new trucks. I mean, people want to do it. I'm not down on them at all for that. I mean, but for me, I like my old stuff that I can work on. I can change the filters. They're so easy to work on. But anyway, rant over. We're gonna get on down the road here. AC is running. It's cool in here. I get to take a trip with my best friend. She'll be driving here in a little bit, but this video is getting pretty long, so we're probably gonna cut this one off here. We may do a part 2 later on. We just had to see once, but our journey is always interesting, I think, and always something to talk about, something to rant about, and
That's right.
oh well. If you don't agree with us, don't mind us. I just like to talk. But we're gonna get on down the road here, and you like what you see, like and subscribe, and feel free to comment. I mean, I'm always I like to hear other people's opinions too. That's my opinion on trucks, but it ain't worth any more than what you paid to hear it. So anyway, I think that's it. We got anything else? Share? I don't think so.
I don't think so. We're gonna get on down the road. Gonna get this load loaded up.
Headed north. But we enjoyed hanging out with you a little bit today, and look forward to making more videos. So hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you very much. We'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you guys. Have a good day.